Here we go. We are live. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It's your girl Anaya A, and I'm live and super wet after a long day outside in the office and trying to handle business. But I'm hopefully going to dry off before the end of this session tonight. Right now, we are having our Economic Crisis Initiative meeting. It's like month 6 or something at this point. I can't keep up, but all I know is I've had a great team of people that have been joining me every week. And sometimes we miss a week or whatever, but that's okay, because we are all hardworking individuals trying to get it together. But tonight we're back at it again for the Economic Crisis Initiative meeting with my girl, Miss Mimi of Miss Mimi's Vision, PMA in the house, Mama Brenda Doc of the National Action Network, and our new bestie, Mr. Dan, also of the National Action Network, under the Reverend Dr. now Professor Al Sharpton. So with that being said, we have people joining us on Instagram. So welcome, welcome. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let Mimi introduce herself and then everybody else. Welcome back, Mimi Love.
Hi. So happy to be here. Thanks so much. Yet again, bringing us all together. Yes. It's always nice to reconnect. And, with the end of this first quarter almost here, I just feel really good about a lot of things. My name is Mimi, also known as Mimi's Vision. My brand is Positive Mental Attitude. You can find me on Instagram, mimis.vision, or on Facebook, Positive Mental Attitude. And I'm here in Toronto. I'm 30 years old. It was my birthday 2 weeks ago, so I'm 30. And I'm an entrepreneur. I have a law firm here in Toronto, and I'm also a part of a network marketing business where we teach others how to utilize artificial intelligence to grow their cryptocurrency accounts. So really excited, happy to be here. Happy to meet Dan and see Brenda again. And yeah, I guess I'll pass it to Dan. Thanks, Anaya.
Thank you, Mimi. So happy you're here as always. Dan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Salutations, world. Yes, I'm very elated to be a part of the ECI community. I am new, so I am observing. I hope to be like a sponge and receive as much bountiful, plentiful information that I can, and hopefully retain that information and share that information with those who may be of greatest benefit to receive some of these tools that are available to us, that are at our fingertips, that are ever changing and progressing. So as Mimi mentioned, there's much going on with the cryptocurrencies and some of the nuances I'd like to hear some of you guys speak about, as well as past success, maybe some speculation. Like I said, I want to listen more than I speak by being a sponge. So that way I can decide what it is that I want to focus and hone in on about some of these discussions, topics. I'm feeling like the possibilities are infinite, and I will leave it at that. Anaya, back to you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Dan. That was super great. I love it. I love it. Dan is really intelligent, and I love his ability to share exactly what's on his mind. And, you're such a great addition to this platform. So thank you, Dan. And you will be learning and growing with us. And at this time, we have Mama Brenda Doc, and she's going to introduce herself. And then we're going to get going.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm so glad to be back once again to hear what's going on and get all this knowledge. Just like the fella just said, I'm interested, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you have for us tonight. I am a part of National Action Network. I work with the Crisis Unit, and I work with the membership. And that's it for now.
And that's it. Well, that is great. And you do such great work, Mama Brenda. And that's why we love you. I'm getting calls. I can't answer them at this moment because we are live here. So please, if you're trying to call, definitely do me a favor and click on to this site I will call you back in just a few once we get the ball rolling. But anybody that's trying to call right now, please, please, please either click on and join us live on Facebook or on Instagram. You could join us by getting on the Zoom link as well, which is here for you all. And, let's grow together. So tonight's topic, as we previously discussed and put in the chat and on Facebook and things like that. Tonight's topic is something that I'm very curious about. Mimi knows quite a few great tidbits about. Others know a lot of information about this dynamic as well. And as of late, I have been seeing more, reporting on it and things like that. The reason why I wanted us to discuss this particular topic, and of course, while we're speaking, you all can ask questions, you can share your ideas and things of that nature. It's not my platform, it's our platform. So what I would love is you guys to jump in or what have you, ask questions and things like that. And as of late, like I said, I've been seeing a lot going on with Bitcoin and, cryptocurrency market and things like that. And, I'm not a financial advisor. Mimi's not a financial advisor, but we are people that care about our communities, and we want to see the very best for our people. And the reason why I wanted to bring this out is because even though I don't know all the details about why cryptocurrency and these types of investment opportunities are growing so rapidly, all I know is it started from somewhere and now it's taken over basically the world, okay? And one thing that happened recently, and of course, Mimi will have more knowledge on this because Mimi is our expert. She's, again, not your financial advisor, so you can definitely seek advice from a financial advisor. For those that are watching live, if you need help connecting to a financial advisor, please let me know if you're in the area. I have one for you. He's been on our platform before. He's super smart and he wants to help all of us get rich. So that's why we love him. Anyway, with that being said, what I wanted to share is that we literally saw that a particular entity, a couple of different groups like Tesla, etc., these big rich people went out and bought a whole lot of shares of Bitcoin. And that was kind of crazy because now instead of, getting the Bitcoins at the rates they were before, which I'm not even 100% sure, right before they went in and bought all of those shares. However, I knew it was a little bit more affordable than what it is now. And what's frustrating is I think Bitcoin is up to like 30,000 a share, right, Mimi, if I'm not mistaken, or it could be even higher than that from the last reports I was seeing. Again, I think Tesla guy jumped in on it. A couple of other major multi-billionaires. I'd have to pull the reports again. But right now, the one Bitcoin equals to 56,632 United States dollar. That's as of March 24th. And that says 10:54 p.m., but that's UTC. So I'm assuming that's somewhere in the middle of the United States somewhere, because right now it's only 7:25. So I don't know how they got that time. But anyway, the bottom line is if you didn't have any shares in Bitcoin before, I apologize that you might have missed out on a whole lot. However, it's not too late. I learned from Mimi as well as others that we can still buy a little something, because a little something is better than nothing. So I want everybody to learn what's going on with this gamut. And of course, I think Dan had a couple of questions prior, but Mimi, would you like to, and then there's the Forex thing. And then there's the fact that we as individuals could actually create a platform with our own Bitcoin, which I want to look into sooner than later. But for now, Mimi, did you have anything that you wanted to add? Because we're at $52,000, almost $53,000 per Bitcoin right now. And I am blown away by this.
Yeah, so Bitcoin is an amazing opportunity right now. Again, as Anaya said, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would like to share, I've been involved in the crypto market now since 2013, and I saw my biggest return of investment in 2017. And I'd like to just start by saying you really need to have an investor's mindset which is the hardest thing to do when getting involved in any sort of financial market. So Anaya mentioned the Forex market, which is the largest market in the world. We're seeing about $7 trillion circulating per day in this market that's open 24 hours, 5 days a week. Then we have our stock market, which is about 500 billion or so circulating per day, which is traded on the hours of the stock exchange. And then we have the cryptocurrency market, which is the market that everybody has been talking about. It's the market that has so much volatility, and we're seeing so many new opportunities with people creating their own currency, their own coin. So just to break it down, if you're completely new to this and you don't even know what Bitcoin is or crypto is, think of it as another form of currency. Now, within the banks, transactions happen through a ledger, bank ledger. Through cryptocurrency, the transactions happen very transparently through the blockchain. Now, the blockchain is where everything is happening. I highly suggest anyone looking into cybersecurity or into the crypto world, get educated about the blockchain. It's a great place to start. And we've been seeing it rise, we've been seeing it go up and up and up. Like Anaya said, it is very, very high right now. And we've seen some major players make some big investments into this coin, and we've seen it skyrocket. And this brings it back to me just knowing that you have to pay to play. You have to pay to play. So when we saw that major company purchase a whole ton of shares or a whole ton of Bitcoin in a whole, right? We saw the price skyrocket, and we saw their company make a crazy return of investment in 24 hours versus the 14 years they've been operating as a vehicle company selling their one-of-a-kind first e-vehicle. I don't really know too much about the automotive world, but I think everyone knows what I'm talking about. So I think if you're interested in getting into crypto, don't get down on yourself. Don't tell yourself it's too late. It's really not too late. Okay. We're going to see it go up. We're going to see a whole bunch of things happening. More financial institutions have adapted it. They're trying to create their own. We're seeing more merchants. We're seeing Visa. We're seeing PayPal. We're seeing more and more companies adapt this way of purchasing items because it's taking away the middleman. It's taking away the banker, those extra fees, those transaction fees, those foreign exchange rate fees. All those fees are canceled with crypto. So that's one of the major advantages of using it. And when I say don't be down on yourself, because it's going to go up. And if you want to get into it, you have to be okay with buying it at $5. You have to be okay with buying it at $50,000, and you have to be okay with buying it at $100,000. So just start now. It's very simple. All you have to do is register for a wallet or an exchange, and you purchase some Bitcoin and have that investor's mindset. Make a constant contribution. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Every week or every month, whatever is within your budget, and be ready to watch it, and then the number one rule of investing, never invest what you don't have. I think we see so many things have such a quick turnaround that we want to believe that we're going to be getting in on something that's really going to just blow our whole world into us making a lot of money, but that's really not the case. Maybe that's like a 2% or 3%. So yeah, I think Bitcoin is going up. I think there are other coins that we should be looking at, such as Ethereum. Part of what I do is
Mimi, can you hear me okay? I just lost Mimi.
keep client custody of your money the whole time. So as Anaya takes this call, I guess I'll just keep going. So we do have 6 different strategies. They're all run through automated program called Endotech. And Endotech allows us to keep our money in our accounts the whole time. And the catch is the profits that the robot makes every 90 days, we pay a small 20% profit share. If it makes no money, we pay no profit share. And what I've found is, I'm fairly new to the markets. I'm talking about the foreign exchange market and the stock market. And those are all manual trading. And it's quite emotional. I never started my account with $10,000 or more. So it's quite hard to make a return. I know people who've been trading in the markets for 10 plus years, they're still blowing accounts, so I trust the robot. I know the robot's not going to have a bad day. I know that the robot won't make emotional decisions based on what's going on, so for me, this is what I'm involved in. I'm very passionate about artificial intelligence. I believe that I can create a safer internet if more people are educated about what's going on and how they can utilize the technology for their advantage. So like I said, there's 6 different strategies, alpha and beta, depending on what the person's tolerance for risk is. I'd be happy to chat more with you about that on one-on-one. But for now, Bitcoin's going up. Don't think it's too late. Start a wallet. Even if you start with $5 a week, consistently put $5 in that account every week, and you'll see it grow eventually. So I hope that helps.
Yes, thank you so much, Mimi. That helps so much. And I love, how you break that down for us. Before I say anything else, do we have any other questions or concerns? I know Dan.
Yes.
Oh, there you go, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Mimi, I would love to speak with you further outside of ECI, not just because I don't want to take up all of the time asking my questions, which other people might be interested to hear about, but it'll be awesome if I could ask them and then
Sure.
present them back to ECI saying, hey, this is what I learned from Mimi. And, I want to connect with you further because AI has been leading for a while now. So it's awesome to know you're within an IA network, which is my network now.
Yeah.
And things
Absolutely,
are changing.
yes.
I heard a lot about penny stocks not that long ago, and it was literally maybe 5 years ago. I heard penny stocks trading was really popular. A lot of people were watching the market constantly, buying and selling, because that's what the market is about. So I'd love to connect with you further to learn about how you monitor the cryptocurrency market. So yes, that's what I want to ask to do. I hope that you will say yes, and I hope that I can.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, Dan. We have time now, so go ahead and ask. Don't be shy. Go ahead and ask whatever it is that you want to ask.
I'm not ready to ask yet. I want to organize my questions so that I can present them with graphs and charts, and hopefully I'll be able to use the Zoom to present some of my thoughts with charts and graphs, and we can discuss how to read those graphs because it's important to be financially literate. So there are a lot of things that I heard you mention, including, I believe you said 2 different types of technologies. One was not alpha, being beta, and the other one began with the first letter in the alphabet. So I wanted to make sure I categorize those things properly when I ask questions next time we speak. But I think it's important to pay attention when people are providing such insight. And the fact that you mentioned volatility and risks, it's important for us to understand what a $100,000 investment might mean from a risk tolerance perspective, and how taking that risk will benefit if the risk taker properly monitors the market and knows when to buy and when to sell. So yeah, I do want to allow myself the opportunity to organize and prioritize things that I'd like to discuss with you further. So I'm so glad you said yes. And Anaya, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you are leading the pack and coordinating things. But I'm very glad Mimi is on. And I'm wondering if there's anything else that anybody else wants to add so that I can add that on to some of the things that I should be researching.
Well,
Aw.
I have a question. You said something about when you open up a account, you have to do it with a wallet.
Yeah, so
Great
I'm glad you
question.
asked that because I know I kind of zoomed past that. So let me break it down. So when you entering the cryptocurrency market, we hold our coins. Now there's over 2,000 different coins. Bitcoin is the mother of all, right? But
Yeah.
there are so many different coins, so many things available for us to purchase and, play around with. A wallet is the place that we hold all the currencies. So a good example is if you're in the United States, and I know you guys are, is Gemini. It just spelled exactly like the zodiac sign. That's something a lot of Americans use. We also use Binance. That's a common one. Now I know you can purchase Bitcoin from Gemini. And I know you can also purchase Bitcoin through Binance. Now I have a couple actual it's called a wallet, and what I can do is like a email transfer, or for you guys like Cash App or a PayPal transfer into this place where I'm just exchanging from Canadian or American for you guys into Bitcoin. So this is where it lives. It's a very secure place. They give you specific keys and codes that you are responsible for keeping, safe and in your possession at all times. That's what's going to give you access to your wallet. Kind of think of it like a online banking system for cryptocurrency. There's new currencies being created every single day. There are currencies that are being adapted by other companies every single day. This is not only going to affect the stock of that company, but it's also going to affect like the market. Bitcoin, just so everyone knows, if you didn't know, there's a certain number of Bitcoins that have been created. So it's not an infinite amount. I believe there's about 21 million Bitcoins. So once we reach, that level, I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not going to say how many Bitcoins have been already utilized out of that 21 million. We can look it up and see, but once we reach that cap, that market cap for Bitcoin, we're going to see other coins come in. Ethereum, like I mentioned, a lot of people have been talking about Dogecoin. That's a common one. My company has created its own crypto that we utilize through our platform, and it's a safe crypto. So it's called NDAU, and it's spelled NDAU. You can look it up if you'd like. And basically what's unique about this crypto is it has an actual insurance policy on it. So no matter what happens, our company will pay you out your profit within a 3-year time period. So we're going to see a lot of changes. The blockchain is where all of these transactions happen. Very transparent. Again, it's a bunch of pretty much like IP addresses and special codes and addresses from one location to another. This is why Bitcoin can be utilized as like a global currency, because it's available to the majority of the world, not the whole world, but now the majority of the world. And many people use VPNs, which mask their IP, mask their location, so they are able to get involved. I guess I'd like to say that I believe the world is moving in 3 major areas in tech. Those 3 areas: 1, artificial intelligence; 2, blockchain technology; and 3, virtual spaces. I believe that if we do our due diligence and we do get involved with the right opportunity today or within this next year, we'll see an amazing payout within the next 5 years, because at the speed of how technology is advancing so quickly today, what we do in 1 year is equivalent to what had happened in like 6 months 5 years ago. You know what I mean? So once Bitcoin has reached its 21 million, that means it would have captured, I believe, 15% of the global currency market. So at that time, when the 21 million has been reached, I predict Bitcoin will be valued at one coin at $510,000 per coin. So we're seeing it at 63 now. It's fluctuating.
53,
but
53.
53,000 now.
Yeah.
And then we're going to see it I believe that when it reaches the 21 million market cap, we're going to see it at around $500,000 per coin.
Insane. Thank you so much, Mimi. For those that are watching online and you're probably wondering what the heck is going on with these people tonight, what are they talking about? Well, first of all, you guys should have joined us earlier, but that's okay because we're here for all of you. Mimi is our Forex guru. She is not your financial planner. I hope, first of all, Mama Brenda and Dan were satisfied with the
I hope that answers your question.
That answered, I just got to catch it.
Yes,
Okay.
Catch it, hold on to it, don't ever let it go, because what we're doing here is really opening up everybody's minds and spirits to share this information that you otherwise wouldn't have access to. And if you know a little bit about my story, you'll understand why I press for people to ask questions, why I say things like, don't be afraid. The reason I do that, especially for Dan, as you know, well, you don't know me very well because we just recently met. So for those that also don't know me very well, I'll give you a quick little tidbit of my story and why I do what I do. Being a young Black woman, Haitian American, or what have you, hearing about investment opportunities, hearing about the mutual fund thing, stock market, etc. I didn't have anybody in my life that could push me or help me understand what this whole thing was about. I just knew that I wanted to be rich one day. That was my desire. And I didn't know how that was going to happen without selling, drugs on the street and stuff. But Lord knows I wasn't going to sell any drugs because I didn't want to get arrested. Okay, let's start there. So fast forward, one day I heard about this mutual fund thing. Mimi's laughing because she already knows. I heard about this mutual fund thing, and very quickly after, and as a working young lady already, because like I said, I wanted a great future. I knew that I had to talk to somebody in investments or in a bank or something. And I was 14 at the time. And I literally was like, I have to find somebody that can help me find out what the heck is a mutual fund. And I need to take my Haitian mom to the bank with me because they might not let me sign anything because I'm 14, right? And lo and behold, they would not let me sign a thing because I was 14. I had to bring my Haitian mom. She didn't know nothing about mutual funds. She just knew how to work and make money and save and things like that, buy houses, which is a typical immigrant situation. And but here goes this investment opportunity thing. And fast forward, I remember sitting down with my banker who became my financial advisor. And he said to me, with your intelligence and what you're desiring to do, by the time you're 26, you're going to be a multimillionaire. Because I was an aggressive investor. Like I, thought about the future and I wanted to, put my money in there and let it grow rapidly versus taking its time at a slower pace, etc. And so I listened to him. I kept my money in, and then very soon after that, 9/11 hits. And I'm scared to death because now all of my little coins are dwindling. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Because this is really bad. And I thought we were all going to die anyway. Well, anyway, if I would have known what I knew now, then I would have kept that money in and it would have been growing from that time. And I probably would have been a multimillionaire. Instead, I withdrew all my money. And I decided to play around with my money and travel and have fun like a young lady would, and I was in college. And so I literally took that money out and never really looked back because I thought that investments and, savings and things like that were a fluke. And when you have a major crisis like 9/11, all your money disappears and then you become broke. But I wasn't advised correctly because I also didn't live in the same area as my investment banker. Fast forward all these years later, guys, I've been saving my money and literally working with another institution. I'm not going to put them on blast, but when I went to try to ask questions, in regards to how my monies were growing, because now I'm not doing aggressive, right, Mimi? I'm like moderate. I'm like, okay, let's take baby steps because I'm older now. I don't want to take those giant leaps of faith like I was doing at a young lady. Oh, Mimi said expose them, honey. No, because I don't want to get sued because they know how many coins are in the bag. Listen, they're probably like, we're taking all those coins, Anaya, but no. So fast forward, every time I go to these people and I'm like, can you explain to me, you know, why it's good to do X, Y, and Z versus what have you? And, you know, what should I be saving in and what should I be taking out of, etc. They'd be like, okay, Anaya, you could just keep your money here, and they wouldn't go into other details. And for me, that was breaking my heart every day because I get it. You're the financial advisor. And if I learn this game, like Mimi knows it, right? Then I could possibly not work with you and I could possibly have my own setup where I wouldn't have to pay you a fee, but I wasn't looking at it like that. I just wanted to get educated so I could know for myself and feel really smart and know what was happening in the financial world. And here we are years later where I've taken the initiative to start the Economic Crisis Initiative as a way for us as a people to communicate with each other and try to grow our wealth and decrease our debt. Because I don't want anybody to go through what I went through. I'm not hurting, I'm not discouraged, I'm not depressed about the things I've gone through, but I know there's a lot of people out there with either similar stories or worse stories about how they lost all their money. I don't know, Mimi, if you know some of these stories, but I've heard of stories where because the people were not educated at all, had no understanding of the financial game, they lost their life savings and worse. Thankfully, I took out my money and I played with it. But some people didn't have that opportunity. Some people lost it all. And for me, that's why this is important for us as a community, to speak with people like Mimi, to speak with people like Mr. Kenyon, to speak with people like Miss Stephanie. I don't know where Miss Stephanie is tonight. Hello, Miss Stephanie, wherever you are, you know, but to speak with my financial advisor presently, a young Black man at Chase Bank, okay? One of the biggest banks in the world, Chase. You can't go anywhere without seeing Chase, right? And he's my financial advisor. He's my personal friend. He's been to our workshop and he will come back. And then another person that's been to our workshop that knows a whole lot of great information, Hudson, the tax doctor, Etienne. He has a franchise as a Black man. He has a grand opening, shameful plug, this Saturday, 2 to 4 p.m. at his office, 2155 Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard. Come by. I will share his information again, but I'm pretty sure Mimi has something to add. I see the exclamation points over her head. Mimi, what would you like to add? And then I will talk more about this guy.
Okay. Well, thanks for just shouting us all out. It's honestly been such a pleasure to just keep coming every week, you know, and contributing, meeting everybody, having these higher frequency conversations. And we're all, you know, here I hope everyone has a smartphone. I'm plugged in right now for my iPhone, but this thing is a supercomputer. There is so much available, and the fact that we can communicate with each other so quickly. I like what you said, Anaya, that, you know, like, you are where you are, you're not going back on your decisions, because I believe there's enough for all of us. We're supposed to go through certain things to learn certain lessons. And I mean, I grew up hearing money is the root of all evil. You know, money doesn't grow on trees. That's not the case. I see like 4-year-old YouTubers making millions of dollars eating peanut butter. There's enough for all of us, you know. We just have to find our special niche and to find something that we can stand behind.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And offer it. So I do have to go, Anaya, soon, very soon, but thank you so much for having me. Brenda, if you have any questions about wallet or setting it up, I can definitely send you like over the right apps if you want to message me on WhatsApp. And Dan, anytime you're ready, shoot me a message and we'll definitely connect. We'll set up a Zoom call and can go over a few things.
Okay, I have 2 more things. Short, okay?
Sure.
When you
Sure.
say you have to put in a deposit, like you could open up with $5, is that putting it in the wallet until you build up enough money
Exactly.
to buy like shares? You don't call them shares, right?
No, so it's
You
an
call them
actual coin,
the
the
coins.
Bitcoin. Yes.
Okay. And
So
you're holding that money in the wallet until it's ready to buy coins.
no, you're actually purchasing a coin, just a very small percentage of it. So, for example,
Yeah,
I know,
Mimi, sorry, give her a quick example of what
Yeah.
that looks like so she can understand fully for sure.
sure. So for me today, I know just off the top of my head, because I did it a couple hours ago, about 1,300 Canadian dollars equals 0.19 Bitcoin. Okay, so I was able to take my money and transfer it to Bitcoin, and that's how much Bitcoin it gave me. So out of my 1,300 Canadian dollars, it yielded me 0.019 Bitcoin, which is, I'm gonna see the price go up and down because it is a very volatile market, and every day as it changes, that's gonna reflect my account. So you don't even need to think of it as trying to purchase a coin as a whole. You can just buy whatever is within your budget and you will be holding Bitcoin. So you don't, when people say they have Bitcoin, 99, sorry to expose everyone out there, but like 99% of the time they don't have they don't have enough for a full Bitcoin. Maybe they don't, maybe they do. I don't know whenever they got into the market. A year ago on March 7, Bitcoin was valued at $7,000 1 year. So when I say start small, there's no fees to get your wallet. It's free. So what you do is you send over your money, you transfer it to Bitcoin, and you just let it sit there. Every week you do the same thing, and your money will grow at a small, it is going to grow at a small pace, but at least you'll be involved and you'll be able to kind of see what's happening in the market, what's affecting it, and what other new coins are coming up. So for another example, like let's just say Anaya creates merch, or she has tickets for an event that she wants to sell, and she's selling them through her website, like many people do. What Anaya could do is create her own Anaya A coin that is valued at, let's just say, $10 for one coin. And she tells all of her people visiting the website, hey, if you buy the ticket with your Anaya A coin, I'll give you 10% off. Because essentially what she's doing is she's taking away like the middleman. She's getting the people to send the money directly to her, kind of like Cash App. So anyone can create their own coin. It's not a hard process at all. Like I said, there's so many, there's 2,000 plus different coins that have different functions and different different uses. And to answer your question, when you are purchasing $5 of Bitcoin, it will be 0. I guess, 00, let's just say 5. I know that's not correct math, but whatever it is, you're going to be holding that in your wallet, 0.02. You know what? Let me actually just look it up. My computer is right here.
Wow.
5
Dan
USD.
is so smart. Like he said,
Yeah,
he's
he's like 0.02. So okay, so $5 of Bitcoin, Brenda, is 0.00004095.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what it would equal to. As soon as you buy even $1, you're in the crypto market.
That's
You're
right.
officially holding Bitcoin. Who knows what that $5 will be in a year, 2 years, 3 years? Like anyone who put in $1 in Bitcoin when it was $5 is already multimillionaire at this point.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Okay.
that's what we have to know. And I'm glad you broke it down for them and for me too, because I have some Bitcoin monies or what have you, but it's definitely nowhere near what it should be. But guess what? I jumped in because I was advised by my friends here on ECI. And that's why we have to do this with ourselves in our community, because when you think about it, the knowledge that people like Mimi have and that can share, and others that have this information, like you're blessing somebody by sharing this information. Mimi, your cup will continue to run over. You'll continue to be amazing, and people will continue to bless you, and you will continue to have long life and greatness because you share this valuable information.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Anytime, you guys, you know, like I'm serious when I say I want to create a safer internet. I know a lot of people laugh at me, but I feel like it's possible, you know?
I don't laugh, Mimi.
I know you don't, but I know a lot of people might, you know, like snicker, like, yeah, the internet's not a safe place, but remember, we created it. We can control, you know, our actions, what we're contributing to data, what we're contributing to algorithm, what we are, you know, participating in. We have the choice to do so. So I'm here for any questions, you know. I don't think you're really a real boss until you help someone else boss up anyways. That's my mentality. So Anaya knows this.
Yes.
I'm here and I'm available all the time.
Thank
you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mimi. Dan, anything else you would like? And let me just say this about you, Dan. Oh, Dan is sharing some great information. Conversion to USD from Canadian currency seems simple, way awesome. I love Dan. Dan, let me just say this about you. For the mere fact that you want to do a whole production out of your questions and your concerns, we're here for it. We are here. Mimi, Mama Brenda, let them know. We are here for the whole entire setup. Okay? Screenshots. Yes. Shared screen, you will be the host, you will whatever. We're here.
I don't mind because in life a lot of the times it's very important to be the uninformed person in the room full of informed people to get the information that you may be seeking, as that, you know, that quiet kid in the class, or that, you know, that new kid in town that's learning. So I'm glad to put together my presentation and I hope that the presentation is well received and also answers questions that other people may have, or provides more clarity. Learning is really important. And the fact that you have created this beast of a monster that is teaching me how to do certain things. I appreciate the fact that these tools that we've gained access to exist, and I want to appreciate and value over time. And I also want to extend my special thanks to those teachers, because being a teacher is not always easy, and being capable of teaching to the extent that your learners excel is a gift. So I thank all of those gifted teachers who have ever taught me, and I hope that I'll be able to share my insight with those that are interested to learn more, or to perhaps teach me more, because times are going to continuously change. Like Mimi was saying, the market is going to always be volatile. So, you know, hypothetically speaking, when it comes to scientific analysis, a lot of times there needs to be a control and a conclusion. So thank you, Anaya.
Ooh, Dan, your verbiage. We're going to get into this whole thing later, because you seem like to be some kind of poet. Maybe you're related to Langston Hughes or something. I don't know what's going on.
He is. Yeah, you sound really nice. I can't wait to see what you look like, just so I can put a face to the name, you know?
We may have to do a love connection right here, okay?
Some sort of thing.
No, he looks really nice in real life too. Like, Dan is super like humble, and I know him personally from Nan. Like, it's the craziest thing. And he says stuff and it's like it flows like from Langston Hughes era or something. And I'm like, wait, where did this young man get this knowledge? That's another story, guys. Mimi has to go. You all connect on that WhatsApp group. For anybody else watching, real quick, in the last 30 seconds, I want to say Tax Doctor RX is having his grand opening this weekend on Saturday, March 27th, 2 to 4 p.m. at, again, 2155 Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard, store number 1 in the heart of Harlem, the village of Harlem. And you guys don't want to miss that. That zip code is 10027. Listen, reach out to him either way, even if you can't make it, but I'm pretty sure you can make it because you have nothing else to do on Saturday anyway. If you're coming to Nan, Cleveland with me and go over to 2155 Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard. You don't want to miss this event. His number is 877-908-1040. 877-908-1040. And some of the things that he specializes real quick is individual and corporate taxes, payroll tax, sales tax, year-round tax service. That's what I really wanted to put in your ear. Year-round tax service, bookkeeping services, audit, tax preparation, tax resolutions. He's super great. He does Zooms, he does walk-ins, he does drop-offs, he scans, and he's a friend of Anaya A's. And he has actually been on our platform on the Economic Crisis Initiative. And Mama Brenda actually knows exactly where he's located because we went by there after we got good Jamaican curry and stuff. Amen and amen. Well, guys, that's all we have for tonight because I have another Zoom that I just got invited to. When you're fighting for others, know that the fight continues. I have to jump on another call in regards to Haiti. I don't know if you can see the flag behind me, but that's my Haiti Zopound flag right there. We are here for all of you. We thank you, Mimi. We thank you, Mama Brenda. We thank you, Dan. To the rest of the ECI group, I'm sorry we had to start a little bit later, but tonight was so powerful and so amazing. And maybe next week, Dan could do his presentation as he brings together these theories, these conclusions, and all the other great stuff that Dan said moments ago. Child, I'm ready for Dan. I'm ready for this project and this whole thing that he's about to present very soon. Anybody have any closing remarks?
I just thank you for all the knowledge that
Affirmations?
I'm receiving here tonight.
Yes.
I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Get on top of it, Mama Brenda. Stay connected with Mimi. Mimi, you have a new friend in Mama Brenda and Dan. I'm going to be sharing as much as I know as well. But again, I'm not a financial planner or an advisor. I'm just your neighborhood Black girl that says we got to get rich together. Amen and amen. Right, Mimi?
That's right.
That's right. All right, guys. Oh, they're calling again for this Zoom that I got to jump on. I will talk to you guys.
Are you going to be
later.
on at 8:30?
So I will hopefully be on the Anaya A show at 8:30. Depends on how this meeting goes because they're calling now again. And when you're an activist, you just gotta keep acting. Lord, keep on fighting. I'll be back to share more updates with you guys. And next week we'll be back at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Economic Crisis Initiative meeting. Thank you. I love you guys.
Good night, everybody.
Love
Good
you
night.
too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks again, Amy.
She's gone. She has another meeting. I love you guys. Good night. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.